We are very excited to release in early adopter the ability for ConnectWise Manage partners to create tickets in their PSA. So again, this is early adopter. This will, of course, will be developing in short order for Autotask, Synchro, Halo. But you can use this if you are a ConnectWise partner that uses ConnectWise as the primary integration, or if you have IT Glue as the primary integration and ConnectWise as the secondary. You do need to make sure that you have the API settings set so that we can pull tickets and push to tickets. So you're going to want to make sure to check out the knowledge base article if you have not already set this up to grab ticket information. There are 4 places that you can now create tickets: assets, assessment items, recommendations, and in the business review itself. And there are lots of options in there. So let's dig in. First, let's take a look at the asset list. 2 places that you can build tickets from assets themselves. One, you can single select in the list, choose an action all the way at the bottom, create a ConnectWise Manage ticket. You cannot currently bulk select, that will come in a future release. Or you can dig into an asset itself and create a ticket from there. You can see at the bottom, I have the ability to create a ticket. And in this particular asset, I've already created one. So I could click into that ticket and see what we can do there. But we want to start this from scratch, but know that you can create multiple tickets inside an asset. You might want to create one for the sales team and one for a project team, for example. So let me create a PSA ticket. You will always need to select a service board, and then we will auto-populate the title summary with the asset serial number or name. And then the initial description will be ticket generated from Lifecycle Insights by the person for the specific serial number. So when I save and return on this, we will then be able to see at the bottom that my ticket just populated. And when I click into the ticket now, I can see that I can view edit it. I can open the ticket in ConnectWise itself, and I can unlink that ticket. So let's see what happens when I do that. If I view the ticket, I am able to edit in here, so I can change any of the fields. I can add an additional note. So new note added from LCI. I'm going to save that. And then let's see what happens. At the bottom, you can see that that new note was added from Lifecycle Insights. Now I want to go into the same ticket, but this time I'm going to open it in ConnectWise itself. So I suspect ConnectWise partners, that's a very common spinny wheel. We're taking a look while we pull it up. And you can now operate inside the ticket in ConnectWise as you have always been able to work in those tickets. But this is really important for all of the places where we send over notes. The initial description will land, you'll see, you'll get the ticket generated from Lifecycle here, discussion 1, all other notes will come over as internal. So no matter where the field is coming from in Lifecycle, they will be pushed as internal into ConnectWise so you can manage it from there. I'm going to go ahead and add a new note here. So new note from ConnectWise. I will save that. I'll do the double save. And now when I go back into the ticket from Lifecycle and view it here, I'll be able to see that the difference, that here I can see the new note from ConnectWise. So we'll keep a running list in either place and you'll be able to track it. If you mark a ticket as resolved or an issue inside ConnectWise, we will turn on those check boxes here so you have insight across that as well. If you have changed the status in ConnectWise, that will also update. So we feel like this gets folks to really define a good workflow between their teams. So that is how you can use the asset list. Now let's go look at recommendations. So inside of recommendations, I will go to a recommendation. You'll see at the top, I can create a PSA ticket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Again, I'll need to select a service board. The title this time will pull over. It tells you it's from the recommendation. It gives you the title of the recommendation. The description is the description that you put in the recommendation itself. Again, these fields are editable. When I save and return, you'll see the ticket is available at the top now. Same options, view, open, unlink. One note here, let's talk about the unlinking. If I go to unlink, it will just break the connection and it will not update anything in ConnectWise. So you will still need to go close it on their end. There might be other work you need to do. It might be finished in Lifecycle. So you will now have that to deal with in ConnectWise, but it will be unlinked. I'll go ahead and break it here and you can see that the ticket no longer exists in Lifecycle Insights. Now let's take a look in assessments. The ability to create a ticket happens from an individual item inside an event. So I'm going to go into an event and you can see I've played around in here a bit. So I've already got some tickets that I've opened, but let's start one from scratch. I'm going to create a ticket here. Actually, let me make some public comments first. So public comment in LCI. I want to add, don't tell them I said this. Now let's take a look at what it looks like to create a ticket from an assessment item. Going to go into assessments in events. You'll be able to see that my first couple of items, I already have a ticket associated to this. I'm going to go down to this item and create a new PSA ticket from here. I'm going to grab my service board. Again, I've got a title, which is the assessment, the category, the assessment item itself, and then the date, along with the initial description. Note, the initial description here includes your response. So you selected at risk, and this is the verbiage that is associated to it. So I'm going to hit save and return. One piece that's important to note is that we had both public and private comments. Those get associated to the ticket. So I can take a look. They do get turned into internal comments inside of ConnectWise. If you, again, resolve or have them selected as an issue, that will come over here. One piece is that I can add notes in here. I can add notes in Manage. If I update a note in here, these do not automatically sync. You would go need to update in Manage as well. So we want to make sure everybody's clear on the rules for that. So again, that is the one place where they are not syncing back and forth is if you put public and private comments. You'll want to go adjust in ConnectWise. But you have the same three features. You can open the ticket, you can edit the ticket, view it, or unlink it. So here we are again, going to Manage so that you can see that my two internal notes came over, even though one was a public comment, one was private. They both come over selected as such. So then the last place that we feel like a lot of folks are going to utilize is the ability to create a ticket from a business review itself. So let's go into a business review. And not only can you create it from the business review at the top level, you can also create it for individual notes. Use cases for this. I might want to create a business review and start a ticket right away to show the preparation is happening. So I'm going to start a business review, put in a ticket to my PSA, and then all of the wheels start turning for that. Once I'm working on my business review, I might have individual notes that require tickets, or after my business review, when you start documenting the approved projects, recommendations, etc., you will want to take those notes and turn them into tickets, right? They approve this recommendation, we are going to move forward with it, that type of thing. So let's see what let's take a look what it looks like if I create a ticket from the top level. So we pull over the title summary, the initial description, of course, and the double asterisk at the bottom there is important. Any existing meeting notes, as well as any new meeting notes, will be added to the ConnectWise ticket. So that's important. You can see I've got 3 notes at the bottom there. They're automatically going to sync into this ticket. So I can peek here, view edit, and all of my notes have pulled over. So there's an important piece here. Notes entered into LCI will be synced with the ConnectWise managed ticket. The sync is one directional from LCI to manage. So if you want to view all notes in ConnectWise manage for this ticket, you'll need to click in here. So let's go into this ticket, open it in the PSA, and make an adjustment. So this will not add a note inside of Lifecycle. If you think about this, you might have text working a ticket where you would not want it to populate a note in Lifecycle, but you'll see how we can still review it in there. So let's add a new note. So this is Tech Talk happens here. I will save that. I will save it again. And now when I click here, you will see that I get Tech Talk happens here. So I can view all of the comments from what happens inside ConnectWise without having to go into ConnectWise, but it does not create that in the list down below. You can add new notes here. So if that is something you wanted, you could add another note, another new note, and that will sync over to ConnectWise and will obviously live down here. I can, once I save it, then I will be able to create a ticket for it. So you do have to save before the ticket option is available here. But let's take a look at what happens when I create a ticket here. Again, you'll select a service board. The ticket, this is the one place we pull over the title summary is that it's a business review for Hunter Lodge, and the date. You cannot edit this here. You'll see the note. Update the LCI note if you want to change. So this will update, but you'll have to change it in Lifecycle, not within this field, because we have the one-way sync in that direction. So again, I can open that, do all of the things, open, view, etc. And I can even add another note from within here for this particular ticket. So we are very excited about the options here. We think it gives you a lot of flexibility and really increases the automation of the workflow so that you don't have to be in multiple systems and you can get the movement happening where you would like it to happen. If you have any questions, support@lifecycleinsights.io. If you do not see, if you are ConnectWise Manage primary integration or secondary integration and do not see the ability for tickets, then check out the knowledge base article. You can always find them down here. Search for ConnectWise Manage tickets, and you will see the article that will help you make sure you have the API settings correct. So we hope you enjoy this. Looking forward to getting it into the other PSAs as well. Happy life cycling.